Can't wait to financially afford who I truly am, because this is the budget version of me right now. I'm not actually so casual and laid back. I'm just underfunded for my vision. My dream lifestyle costs a lot of money that I don't currently have. I'll be waking up at 9 a.m., have a cappuccino on my balcony overlooking the sea, work out, shower, spray my custom cologne. But in reality, I'm waking up in fear. I'm having bread and water, and I'm spraying, vaguely citrus-scented body spray from like the 7th grade. The person I truly am has a skincare routine and separate outfits for boat and lunch, Current me is out here Googling, can I mix body wash and shampoo and still go to heaven? So, right now I'm just wearing vibes, God, and hope. That's the budget. But one day, I'm going to walk into a room wearing linen and smelling like generational wealth. Just not today. Today I Febrezed my shirt and prayed for the best. We'll get there.
Just put in 30% of your entire portfolio into this meme coin, which is pretty much held by snipers.
Who are the snipers? Go get the snipers. Go arrest the snipers.
We don't know who they are, but they're dumping on you. Do you want to sell here, Mr. Expert, or what should we do?
What? I don't even know how to sell. I've never sold in my life.
Well, what we can do is, we can monitor what the whales are doing.
What the?
If the whales are selling...
Now there's whales involved. What the hell are you talking about? Can you guys speak to me a bit on English?
Okay, so we have influencers, insiders, whales, snipers.
I'm better than all of you, and I'm not tolerating anything broke this year. I'm not tolerating broke people, broke thoughts, broke responsibilities, or anything broke. I'll still eat cup noodles, but I will never be broke in the mind, and that's what matters. You people are broke in the mind, and I plan to be the very best. I will catch all the Pokemon, and I will drink all the Hennessy.
Fucking imagine it. Looking at your fucking kids in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm real sorry, my youths. Daddy fucking went and got a sex change. You know what I mean? No more big dick. Daddy got a fat pussy now, okay? You're a fucking weakling. Fuck that, man. I can't look my children in the eyes knowing that daddy fucking sold on dumps. On fucking dumps, man. You fucking idiots. Who the fuck is selling? I don't know anyone selling. My team ain't selling. I know bag hunters ain't fucking selling. Gem hunters ain't selling. So who the fuck is selling? Michael Saylor buying. Grayscale buying. Elon Musk on the Tesla cash flow fund is buying. So who the fuck is selling? I tell you who's selling. Little weekend pussios that didn't even fucking want to be in this game anyway. Didn't understand it. I'm in it for the deck. Fuck off, mate. You ain't...
This is nothing new. This is not...
I ain't gonna eat.
Money when you buy. You don't make money when you sell. Every time the world goes tits up and everything goes fucked up, I smile because days like today are days I've made money. I'm actually cash poor. First time in my life I'm poor. I have like 100 grand for the weekend. That's it. But it's fine because I know in the future Jah will bless me and I'm about to buy another 812 super fast. Anyway, point is, if you're watching this and you have any kind of money, don't be a bitch. Scared money doesn't make money. Invest it.
Of the day is cash. Every day, cream. Cash rules everything around me. I'm flexing. It's Friday in the Lambo. About to go spend $1,000 on dinner. Spend $20,000 in the club. Fuck 3 bitches, and I'll wake up tomorrow richer than I woke up today.
Are you worried about her location, player? You know she with me. Quit bothering us. It's purple.
Can't catch me, I'm the fastest thing alive. I was thinking about why so many in the radical left participate in speed running. Huh? The reason is the left's lack of work ethic. What? Go fast rather than do it right. And in a Petersonian sense... Petersonian? To elevate alternative sexual archetypes in the marketplace. Fastest hedgehog. Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a beta male, Sonic.
I know what it's like, baby. Yeah, I know what it's like, baby. See some titties in the club, you know what I'm saying? And I got one thing to say to you, baby. Let's get them fucking titties up and have the fucking club, girl. Come on. Somebody take your titties out. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. No. Somebody take your titties out. No. Oh, yeah. Somebody take your titties out. Fucking titties, I know, yeah. I know. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. No, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. Best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turn down, girl. Suck one, maybe two. And then boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck.
Why?
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think XRP still exists?
Because they have a great marketing team and a lot of money.
What do you think a lot of money from?
From selling their coin and their ICO, their initial offering, right? I mean,
listen, the XRP army care as much about their token as the Bitcoin army cares about theirs. It's just that simple.
It has gotten very tribal.
All crypto is tribal. Listen, I got a Bitcoin tattoo.
Do you still have your Terra Luna tattoo?
I got a Bitcoin tattoo right there. I got it at 20,000.
Do you still have your Terra Luna?
I got a Terra Luna tattoo there. Like these are tribal communities. And I used to be more of like, well, Bitcoin's digital gold and everything else needs a utility, right? Just like there's gold on the periodic table, the other 113 elements only have value because there's a utility, right? We use copper for stuff, right? That's why it's valuable. And I realized that was misguided thinking. What created Bitcoin and created this crypto movement was this breakdown in trust in the world. People don't trust religions. They don't trust governments. It started in 2008, right? I mean, Satoshi wrote the paper post 2008. And if you just graph trust since we started this journey, it's one directional, straight down. And so I get why Michael loves Bitcoin because that's his community. And I love Bitcoin too. But it's beyond a financial asset. It's a religion. It's a tribal movement. And it's the same thing that you're seeing. And I mean, look, Cardano has a $8 billion market cap, and you can shit on Cardano and you get death threats. There's a community that cares about Cardano enough that it's kept up a valuation that defied most people's logic, right? XRP, Brad Garlinghouse has done an amazing job of creating. And I asked him a few times, I think, where does this XRP army come from? And he said, I'm not even sure. Like, they care about this thing. I mean, when they went through that lawsuit, this guy, Doug Deaton, what was it, not Doug, who was the guy, Deaton? The lawyer, then he ran for
John Deaton. Yeah.
John Deaton.
Yeah, he was on the show.
That guy was literally tweeting 9 times a day, fighting this case in court. He didn't even know the guys at Ripple originally. This was part of his community, and he thought this was an injustice done to his community. And so I think one of the things that crypto has added to investing in general is the idea that community is valuable.
Asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
What is going on, you guys? It is I, Dollar Cost Crypto, here with Ask Me Anything 122. Nobody looking, nobody mirroring, baby. What's going on? For people who don't know, this is Ask Me Anything. This is an AMA. Use Super Chat, I shall answer. Basically, yes. Are you new to the trenches? Are you new to the trenches? Yeah, I got some new memes today. I got hella new memes. That's gonna be on the soundboard pretty in the on my show in town and stuff like that. But what's going on, Joshua? What's going on, man? See who's in the chat right now, man. Funkmaster Hex, man. Hit the damn like button, Moon Gang. What's up, dudes? Hoon. Let's see. Moon Pilled Rational Optics. What's up, G? What's going on, brother? Boogie. What's up, G? We got Gas 33. I wonder what life path he is. Joshua again. What's up, man? Renaissance 007. You called it. Yep. Told you nobody. Told you Bert. I told you these coins, dog. We actually had Trader Season come on here for a second in the comment section saying why they were pumping. So there's been some exchange listings. They've done very, very well. I am quite happy. Man. Sheesh. We are big right now on nobody right now. All-time highs for nobody right now. Sheesh. What should I play? That's how I'm feeling right now on nobody right now.
I'm better than all of you, and I'm not tolerating anything broke this year. I'm not tolerating broke people, broke thoughts, broke responsibilities, or anything broke. I'll still eat cup noodles, but I will never be broke in the mind, and that's what matters. You people are broke in the mind, and I plan to be the very best. I will catch all the Pokemon, and I will drink all the Hennessy.
Best friend, and the life we must remain. Oh, shit. Not bad. Binance USA listing for nobody. KuCoin listing for Bert McGirt. Let's check out where Bert's at right now. Let's see where Bert's at right now. Do I got Bert in here? How? It's crazy. I don't. Bert. 70 million. Not bad, man. Doing pretty good right now, too. Now, obviously, right? I think the other day was down here. So we've got a nice little climb up on the market cap. Pretty good. So it's not a bad day for Bert. Obviously, I think it came down a tiny bit. I think it was a little higher. But we had a KuCoin listing for Bert. So as Bert and Nobody start getting a more exchange adoption, damn, pretty nice. We eating good, dogs. Man, I was joking around with my brother, man, on Nobody. Dog. I'm not gonna say how much I got on Bert because I don't want to dry snitch on myself, but like, I was telling because Kyle was I was calling Kyle, I was like ring 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 Kyle. I was talking to Kyle, and then Kyle's like, man, I'm up so much on Nobody right now. It's fucking crazy, dog. I'm up, blank blank blank. Oh, that's cool, man. You want to know how much I'm up today on Nobody? How much? Insert car right here. It's like, what? He's like, I'm gonna get on your level. I was like, Kyle, you are gonna get on my level, dog. It's just I started way before you, man, but you're gonna get there, dog. Give it another cycle, man. I'm fucking, I'm watching over you, man. You're gonna make this cheddar, son. I don't think I had my first million until I was like, what, 29, I think? Yeah, 29. Was it 29? Either 28 or 29, but I think it was 29. Gotta tell us. Tell us, Ricky Romero says. She. Very good car. Very good car. Yeah, but Bert, I mean, there's not much to chart on this. I mean, it's doing pretty good, right? But obviously, like, I guess I better just go back to like Nobody really at first. Oh, fuck, I went back to this one. Son of a bitch. With Nobody here, right? Whew. Guess first resistance is probably gonna be 80 million, I guess. But hopefully we can keep up the sells right now on it. This is accumulating at a pretty good average little zone here and stuff like that. So I mean, man, everyone who's ever bought the token should be in profit basically, except for unless you literally just got in right now. Whew. Beautiful. Gotta catch 'em. It's so true. Buy a Nobody. What? Someone buy a Glizzy? I'm gonna buy a Glizzy chain. Nobody Lambo. No, it wasn't a Lambo. I was thinking of another car, like an Aston Martin. Yeah, I mean this is true. Yeah, age doesn't matter. Every man has his own journey. But like, I was pissed off because I had a promise to myself and I failed that promise. That promise was I wanted to be a millionaire by 26. That's why I set myself up, especially like, all right, I'm not going to go to college anymore. I'm going to be working. And then like, I mean, there's no excuse. I just lollygagged a little too long. Like I was being a little too much in my introspective. I used to be a sniper, but in the kind of the red pills, that whole red, like you guys know this shit about life, unless you're at a dance or a club and then you see, not even a club, this is such a kid thing where like you see a girl you like, you want to say hi to her, but you're like, oh, her friends are around. And so you wait till the perfect time to say what's up. And then of course, most of the like there's always a chance, like, of course she's going to say no or whatever. Right. But that transfixion on like perfect timing sometimes. No better time than the present, unless there's like some extenuating circumstances like, oh shit, no, wait, I'll chill out for a second. But I used to be like that and stuff. So I was like, oh, no, once this is done, no, you just go. And also too, when you're younger, you're just being a bitch. You're being a little bit of a bitch, basically, at that time. So it is what it is. Daniel, what's going on? DC, is Pepe still your biggest gainer? Yes. Yeah, in raw dollars and percentage, yes. So far this cycle, yeah, Pepe is my biggest gainer, absolutely. Even now. Because I threw in a good chunk of change at the time. I think it was like $16,000, man. And I was going to throw a little bit more. I just kind of bitched. I was going to do $30,000 into Pepe, and I fucking bitched out on it and stuff like that. But I guess at the time, too, it was like there was no meme cycle at all. So, like, I threw a certain amount of Ethereum into it, and then, like, the price went in crazy. And then I eventually, bought higher, of course, but it still ended up being a great investment. But, like, I just learned to stick to my plans, basically. You guys understand? You're throwing 30 grand. Like I thought like $16,000 or $17,000 at like a sub $100 million valuation. Lower than that, I think. I mean, it would have been like could have been 50 million. Forgot how much it was. The way I look at it, God didn't throw the stone for David. David had to pick it up and throw it himself. Yeah, that's for sure. Sheesh. Now, if you guys, I mean, I think some guy yesterday was kind of spurging out, not too much, a little bit. Was kind of like demanding, like, Miguel, answer my question. Well, super chat it. I mean, it's like I know guys when they were like, hey, Miguel, I don't have that much money, and so like, hey, I answer the question and shit for sure. But like, someone's like, Miguel, I'm onboarding $45,000 into the crypto market. Answer my like, dog, super chat something so at least I could see it. Like, damn, dog, you're over here fucking about an ape in 15 or 30,000, or like some guys like, Miguel, I'm throwing $500,000, and like, answer my question, motherfucker, bro. You're fucking aping in like grab a consultation, dog. Especially if you're gonna fuck around with $500,000, dog. What are you, stupid? Respectfully. Miguel, you're mega gay if you don't answer the chat right now. Well. No, I think I played the wrong. No, that was a funny one, but I was gonna play a different one if we can't find it right now. Did I lose it? Where is it? Oh, this is the one.
I snap my fingers. You forget that you were ever gay.
I was never gay.
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yes.
No, stop. You can't. I was never gay.
Okay.
No, I was never gay.
Sure.
You can't just state something and snap your fingers and then be like, I was never gay.
If you say so.
Now, this is an important question right here, actually, like from Alex. Hey, Miguel, what should I start with on my crypto journey? So I would tell you, join the Citadel to get started, especially because right now there's no crypto mindset course. I think anyone starting in the crypto space needs to take the crypto mindset course. It goes live next month on the 19th. But join the Citadel. You get a bit of a discount in there. You'll be able to ask a lot of questions to get started. We help people, especially our new guys. We're always answering questions. We got some heat for you guys. But like in terms of getting started, brother, I would highly recommend you to basically go onto Coinbase first. So Coinbase, the big four exchanges are Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com. I think Coinbase is pretty easy to start up. I like Coinbase a lot, but like I always recommend for anyone brand new, just start off with a Coinbase account or Crypto.com account. And then from there, get the Gemini, like the one on the screen right now, and sign up to the rest of them. You don't have to buy any crypto, but just sign up, get your shit ready. Like have your debit or credit card signed up, or your direct information for your bank account, and then you're rocking and rolling, because those four exchanges give you basically 90% of cryptos you're going to get into for the major ones, and then the rest of them, us in the crypto mindset course and in the Citadel, can teach you how to basically use crypto. But I recommend for someone starting off today, I recommend I like to call it the SSS. Sonic, Sui, Solana. These are all L1 tokens, very safe. It kind of puts you into Solana right now. It's still sub $200. That's not too terrible, but I'd get a hurry on. I want you to buy below $200 for the X's. Solana, Sui, I think what Sui's at right now. These are all sold on all major exchanges now. $3.64, pretty good price right now, below its all-time high. Sonic's the one in the fucking shitter, so you're buying a lot right now for nothing. 34 cents, a nice little gain today, right? But 34 cents, very cheap, basically 3 for $1. And from there, with those three, it gives you the most options to be able to do stuff. Now, I'm not really recommending to buy like Ethereum right now or Bitcoin, basically, especially if you're brand new, because these prices are very, very high. Not that you can't make money. Bitcoin will at least double, right? Ethereum could maybe even triple from here, but you can make those gains in much higher ones on some of these. Like if you just go down the risk curve a little bit, you'll make much more money, because if Ethereum triples in price, I mean, Solana is going to do very, very well, right? As well as these assets, I think Solana is going to get an ETF. Sui might get a basket ETF. and Sonic's kind of working on some sort of NASDAQ listing. So we're talking about coins that are like allied towards the U.S. market, and this cycle is controlled by the U.S. market, basically. So, yeah. Thoughts on perp trading? I would stay away from it unless it's something that you're really, really passionate about and you want to do it and stuff like that. You're going to probably lose. The market's very crooked. You can win. It's like hitting a parlay and shit. You have to know the market, you know. And, yeah. Can we check out some low-cap Sonic shitters? In time. Let's see. Also, I recommend, like, a Pepe play, like it's called the SSS portfolio. It usually also contains like either a meme coin like Pepe, like a major cap coin like Pepe, very volatile to the upside and downside, so it's very easily tradable. But like when it dips hard, and then when it pumps pretty hard. But it's still the largest market cap meme coin of the cycle. Another option if you want to kind of check something like Pengu, like Pudgy Penguins. It's very, very interesting. They're trying to go after Doge and shit. Very good. Dogecoin's also a safe one. There's kind of like my big four of the coins, of the meme coins for majors: Pudgy, Pepe, Doge, or I guess I'd say five. It's like Bonk. Bonk's another one. That's a really good one. Or if you want to go kind of crazy, Fart Coin could probably do very well as well. This is sub $1 billion right now. It's so fucking ridiculous, but that ridiculous makes money. Ridiculous makes money. Yeah, the Sonic vote passed. Yeah, there was no. Some people didn't want it to pass, but it was going to pass anyway, whether people liked it or not, effectively. So it is what it is. I'll try to pull it up right now in a minute once I see what's going on. So Michael Kong is going to be the CEO of USA Sonic. Yeah. So like they've expanded into the U.S. market. So live governance vote 1, focus on institutional assets proposal aims to expand S into U.S. traditional capital markets. BitGo custody, NASDAQ, pipe listing, Sonic entity. They passed it. They're going to spend money for it. And yeah, not bad. Leveraging private investment for public equity to launch significant capital for purchasing S on spot markets, partnering with BitGo, major ETF provider to kickstart Sonic's traditional finance market, roll out into U.S. entity, appointing CEO to assemble full U.S.-based team, establishing New York presence. To establish these targets, proposal seeks to issue required tokens, which will only be used for the finance vehicles for Sonic USA. Dramatic increase in burn mechanism on chain to further drive deflation. Yeah, so they're basically going to print. They're going to print a little bit more Sonic, but use that money to basically pipeline and basically. There's no way to get around it, but saying payola their way into the U.S. market, which is smart because, and then very likely that they'll get an ETF now. So now both Sonic, Sui, and Solana were all going to get ETFs. Probably Sonic very late into the cycle, 26. Yeah, I think they're increasing the supply by like 150 million, if I remember correctly. 150 million, which is like, it isn't that much. I think it's like 4.5% increase. That's not that bad. Because the total, the 200 million Sonic for the airdrop was like 6% of the supply. So 150 million tokens. So it's about like 4.5% or 5%. 4.5% increase. Not bad. That's and they promised in here to increase the buy and burn to kind of make up for that extra supply coming online. So that should be kind of ratified over time. So that's pretty cool. So hey, I'm here for it. Like you got to be like you have to make moves. Like the U.S. is in control of the crypto market. You got to kiss the ring. You got to be like Canada. We no tariffs for U.S. people, but tariff us. Yes, we. And then, and if you don't listen to the United States. Let me full screen this hoe. Bam. Oh, my boy, ecologist, man. Have staked my S into STS or LP points directly contributing to the notion. Yeah, let's get it, baby. Intel Scout's a really great page to follow and stuff. Really great information. So let's see here. All right, what's being asked? Approve issuing of $50 million of S, basically 150 S for USA Sonic. Passed. Yeah, but that is roughly like 4.5% of the supply. Safeguards are being placed with best holders. Tokens for the NASDAQ pipeline will be locked for at least 3 years. So they won't come out until they just passed 2028, which is about like, that's like 2024. Well, no, I guess technically it'd be like, depending where the cycle ends, but like it'd be somewhere like kind of like early 25, technically. That's not bad. Minted tokens will be tracked on chain via a public multi-chain address directed by Sonic Labs. Okay, cool. What's a pipe? A NASDAQ vehicle which raises cash privately, buys and locks it for 3 years, giving TradFi access and steady demand. That's pretty cool. So it's buy-in. They can't. The tokens really can't be dumped. That's pretty cool. So it's kind of like they're buying OTC, not OTC, but they're essentially like venture buying, which is really cool. I'll also give you this post for you guys as well in the chats if you guys want to follow along, read along. There's a Twitter account. Now, number 4. What will Sonic USA do? Hire a US CEO and team, open a New York presence, drive BP and capital markets and policy outreach and US partnerships. Yeah, basically focus on the United States because Europe doesn't matter. Europe doesn't matter. Europe doesn't matter. How does it address Sonic's competitive disadvantages? It aims to modernize the 2018 tokenomics by giving Sonic Labs more control of supply. Currently near zero. Similar competitors would hold about 50 to 80, 90%. Okay. And this is mostly based off of what happened, that the team had to buy their own tokens because there was an ICO. There's an ICO, the token launched, people got pissed off, and then they all dumped the tokens, and then essentially the chain was revived and then led on by Andre, I think in 19 and 20. What changes to fees are proposed? 90% to builders, 5% to validators, 5% burned, non-fee tax, 50% burned, 50% validators. Oh, that's cool. So basically, yeah, like 90%. So like validators get a little bit more, get that. 5% is not burned. That's cool. Non-M fees, transactions burned, 50% validators. Oh, that's cool. I think the non-M fee is basically during like heightened traffic and stuff, like those extra monetary fees, like that just gets given to the validators and then that burns. So during like times when things are going bananas and the fees are going crazy, or people bribing above, like people are manually clicking and going like, I'll bribe 1,000 Sonic, then like 500 Sonic gets burned, 500 gets given to the validators. That's pretty cool. Let's keep going. How will the ETF for ETP use these tokens? Partner with the top issuers, custody BitGo. We'll see liquidity to take. Okay. What happens if the community rejects the proposal? No new tokens. Current fee plus this. Sonic continues with current resources. So it passed. Yeah, I'll retweet that. That's dope. There's always like this. This is what we call like this. Like when I see stupid shit like this, right? Like. Here, let me duplicate real quick. Let me find the direct quote right here. This is what we call concern trolling. I'm not chastising you guys. I'm just like worried. I'm like, it's fucking hilarious, man. Like, but that's what we call, that's concern trolling. It's fucking ridiculous. Trying to see if I can find that fucking post. It's so funny.
Potential investment.
Like, this is the perfect example of like why rich. I mean, even like people concern trolling. But how does this adjust the power? Like, I don't know how that's moved the S price right now. There's bull run. Like, shut the fuck up.
Do you believe that 10 million liquidity is maybe not enough for potential investors? Which, by the way, this is concern trolling, so you're aware. I want to say something shitty, but it's just a concern I have. I'm on your side. I'm just concerned. So now let me say the shitty thing. Okay, so you don't think there's enough liquidity. Cool, let's go. Do you believe that 10 million liquidity is maybe not enough for potential investors that want to put in millions into hex? Guess would be enough with multiple lower entries. Bro, I just explained to you very clearly that if you have more liquidity, the price won't go as high. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do the words that are leaving my mouth enter your brain? Do you want the price to go high? Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah, well, I do.
You need less liquidity for the price to go high. Because if you have more liquidity, that's called sell pressure. And the fucking price doesn't go as high when you have more sell pressure. Do you understand? Do you get it? Do you understand? More sell pressure mean number don't go up as much. Me, design thing go up 263x. Me, understand. Smart. Me, smart. Why do you keep asking the same stupid question over again, man? You trying to get banned? You trying to get blocked? What the fuck's wrong with you? I already answered this shit a couple times, man. If you want there to be more liquidity.
Me smart. Me smart. Me design things. Me smart. Oh, shit, dude. Concern trolling, dude. It's just like fucking pussies, man. But like this guy, Jack Colorado, I see a lot of positive statements that everyone's all in for it, but I don't see why I would pump our bags immediately. Could someone enlighten me? That would be great. Like this, and then this is the same sort of thing. Definitely in long-term play, but hopefully some short-term pump as well to get us out of the 30-cent range. Well, dog, then just fuck off then. Like, I mean, like you want to buy right now. So if you think that it's going to pump in the future, you got to be a long-term, you got to be an investor, right? You got to make some smart moves. Like Sonic, no good. It's range bound. It's stuck at 30 cents. Okay, then don't buy it. And then when it pumps, damn, Miguel, like these are the type of guys that are like, bro, I didn't buy in the 30-cent range right now. It's at 80 cents. You think it'd be a good time to buy now? Yeah. I mean, it's below $1, dog, but like you miss out on a 2.5x. There's a lot of stupids out here. Oh, dude, my Oyster Perpetual came in today. I just got it back today. It's from Rolex. That's the, I think this is the, what is it? This is the Tiffany Blue dial, or the Tiffany Blue. Pretty nice watch. I gotta get some extra bands for it and shit. I think it doesn't fit my wrist right now. Actually, I got them in the box. Wimbledon? No. This is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual, Tiffany Blue dial. Actually, this is the same one. This is the same one that I helped Myron. Myron got the red one of these and stuff. The same one LeBron James has, and I forgot who bought the yellow one. But like this is the rarest one right here. Does it tell time? It does. It does. It tells people to fucking make up. I mean, fucking quick with it because my time valuable. Something light. How many Rolexes do I own? Pretty good chunk. Iceman Tiffany Bluestones. Done made plenty shit out of those wrong. Yeah, but it's just fun shit to buy, man. This is like a fraction of if one of my coins goes up a decent amount, this is like a 0.1% of a coin. Like fuck it, you know, like you get some fun stuff. Let's bet the Rolex on a Canelo fight. Wait, a Camelot fight? A camel? What the fuck? A Camelot fight? What? You lost me there, dog. It's tough, this dog. But let's see. We're at a 50. Oh, we're a little higher on Bitcoin. We're about like, what is it? Like 400. I think we're up like $400 on Ethereum today, at least from yesterday's stream. So like, oh, me no sad no more. Me happy. XRP is almost at $3, you guys. Woo! Solana is up about $15, almost $12. Not bad. Doge up at 2 cents. It's not bad. Now, look, so people ask me, like, man, investing for the future is stupid, right? Does anyone remember what time? When in 24? When did let me just remember the exact timing of this. When did Trump make LibertyFi? When was the investment? When was the investment of Tron into LibertyFi? When did it happen? Probably happened here. I wouldn't be surprised. So Tron invested $75 million, which basically was a gift, to get $25 million purchase of Tron token into the basically the world financial network, which is Trump's apparatus. I think that was a very good investment of $75 million. Sometimes you got to play the payola game. Sometimes you got to play the game. Time to play the game. It was a smart move. Look at that chart, dogs. I mean, let's look at this shit after let's just say 1 year. 15 cent. So it's 2x over a year, right? Nothing crazy, but that like steady Eddie gains. I mean, it's like if you've been in Tron for a while, their holders are at least like, hey, we're keeping up. Guy's a smart trader. He invested into Trump. Now he has some U.S. access, or at the very least, the Trump organization won't go after them, or at least like turns a blind eye. Another 40 years of surviving. Smart. Time to dump an AOC. What is it? Fucking tit coin? That's actually funny. One of the original names for Bitcoin was Titcoin. I'm not even joking around. Like the creator of Bitcoin was playing around with names, and one of the names was Titcoin. I'm not even joking around about that. Almighty titties, almighty milkers. Pay the cost to be the boss. Pay the cost to be the boss. I literally listened to that song earlier today. Pay the cost to be the boss. I literally have it right here. That shit's hard, bro. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear the music if I play it, but pay the cost to be the boss.
1, 2, get down.
Pay the cost to be the boss. Pay the cost to be the boss. Pay the cost to be the boss. Work my whole 20s away. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.
Imagine selling now. Honestly, man. Fucking imagine it. Looking at your fucking kids in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm real sorry, my youths. Daddy fucking went and got a sex change. You know what I mean? No more big dick. Daddy got a fat pussy now, okay? You're fucking weakling. Fuck that, man. I can't look my children in the eyes knowing that daddy fucking sold on dumps. On fucking dumps, man. You fucking idiots. Who the fuck is selling? I don't know anyone selling. My team ain't selling. I know bag hunters ain't fucking selling. Gem hunters ain't selling. So who the fuck is selling? Michael Saylor buying. Grayscale buying. Elon Musk on the Tesla cash flow fund is buying. So who the fuck is selling? I tell you who's selling. Little weak-hand pussios that didn't even fucking want to be in this game anyway. Didn't understand it. I'm in it for the deck. Fuck off, mate. You ain't.
Well, nobody just hit a new all-time high right now. Pays the cost to be the boss. She. We just hit 81, dogs. Brand new all-time high. Not bad. Pay the cost to be the boss. Pay the cost to be the boss. Very nice. So yeah, super chat away, you guys. I'm gonna start very soon in the next 5 minutes answering super chat questions real quick. So, yeah, the market's looking good. If you buy into good, I told you meme season's just barely starting. So of course, starting on Solana right now. You have some nice, decent moves in the other meme coins and stuff as well. But man, CMC off undefeated. BlackRock and ARK Invest sold Bitcoin. Yeah, to buy Ethereum, like I've told you guys. I got some hate for talk. I wasn't even talking shit about Bitcoin. I was just saying, like, yeah, let Bitcoin not go up for 4 fucking years, like, or for 3 years. Then on the last year it goes up. Like, see how many Bitcoin maxis, how many people evaporate about Bitcoin. It's insane. Like, I still love Bitcoin. I'll always own Bitcoin. I'll always have some Bitcoin put away. Every cycle I'll just buy more Bitcoin. But like, people are fucking like, people invest like bitches. Like, when you're like, sure, when you're fucking out here, like when you're out here fucking slinging fucking pockets full of cash. Like, I could pull out my wallet. I got like, well, I can fit like 5,000 in this wallet, but like fat stacks and shit. It's easy to love me. Like fucking $500, $1,000 cologne. Fucking wallet can barely close all the $100 bills in there and shit. Like, that's like a. Like, let me see if I can pull that shit up. That's like a $5,000 stack right there. When your Rolex dripping, supercar riding, sauce giving, saucy motherfucker. It's easy to be loved, right? But when you're down and out, when you're hurting and shit when you're struggling for 3 years and in order to make it, like, see how many of these bitches are around you, man. Yeah, Rolex is all over the place. I got another Rolex somewhere over here, but I got, somewhere. But pay the cost to be the boss. I drive every black man's dream car for fun. It's my daily driver. Oh yeah, there's $1,000 colognes. Absolutely, yes, there it is. No, the smart move is to buy like this is just a sprayer and stuff. It has a little like sprayer and oil and stuff. You can refill these and stuff. I have like a giant bottle that costs like how much? I think it was like $3,800 and stuff. And I just refill it and stuff like that. But like, very good. What, a Chrysler 300? Well, that's what is that? Was a Chrysler 300's a Hood Phantom? No, the Hellcat, dog. Come on, they don't even make them anymore. Like, dude, Dodge is doing so bad right now that they're like, we fucked up getting rid of the V8. We fucked up. Yeah, and they did fuck up. Like, they had like a big thing about like the automotive industry is if your tooling's paid off, which means like the actual like form casting, the smelters, like all the form fitters, like all the mechanical stuff to actually create the engine blocks and all the spare parts. When all that shit's paid off and you're still able to sell that current engine model or that current sort of thing, you make they stop making the 5.7. Stupid. They stopped selling what I think was like 6.2. Stupid. So fucking stupid. Like, that's one of the, we're going electric, and now the electric industry is fucking like, all they're failing now. There could be some small things that are like I don't know. Rivion's probably doing crap too, but like the economy's weak right now. Interest rates have been too high, and white people and people can't get equity out of their houses and stuff. That's how the middle class and the upper middle class and the rich get money out, is they can take equity out of their homes or properties. Yeah, the 5.7 is a very reliable engine. You can supercharge it and stuff like that. Obviously, you want the bigger 6.2 and stuff, obviously, that they got in the Hellcat and stuff. But man, it was, like, I don't like Dodge, but let me tell you this, man. I've owned a lot of Dodges in my life in terms of trucks. Chicks I've been with have owned a lot of Dodges or stuff, and like a lot of cars like that. We've never had an engine problem ever. Like, ever. I think the only thing I've ever had a problem with any of these cars, not on the I have not had one problem on the Hellcat, but like on what is it? Was it Durango or what was it? I think on one of the Durangos, like the Uconnect box, which is just like the thing to connect your thing fucked up one time or something, and we just had to replace, and that's it. Yeah, 6.2 in the But even the Durangos, like, they never had any problems with engines at all. Like, the engines are fucking, that's Mopar gang. Now, I will concede really, like, you have to upgrade these, like, even with the Hellcat and stuff, like, I mean, super fun cars, but you still have to upgrade them a little bit, maybe, like, colder intake and stuff to make it louder and stuff. That's just making it louder. Very few, like, doesn't really add much horsepower at all. unless you're adding nitrous or you're adding some ridiculous shit and check, it's like, yeah, it's really stupid. It's really stupid to like unless you're just like doing it for fun, like, and you really like it, like I could upgrade a car if I really wanted to, just for fun because I want to, versus for a lot of you guys on the come up and stuff, it is very stupid to put any money into your car. Like buy the most expensive car you can buy, because trust me, it like there's ROI in that because you don't hate your life. But like if you like fast cars, buy the fastest car you can buy, stock, leave it the fuck alone outside of like, hopefully you don't have to put rims on it. That's fucking stupid. But like, buy the nicest. If like Miguel, I want to buy a car. I'm gonna buy a Dodge Charger RT. Go buy the Scat Pack. If you already got the money to buy a Scat Pack, go stretch out. Go with the Hellcat. Stop playing with yourself. Just stop playing with yourself. Like, just stop it. Just stop it. It's lies. I hate that shit. Like people lying to themselves. Like dog, you got the Scat Pack, but you want the Hellcat, dog. Enough. Get the Camaro, get the fast Camaro, or like get the fastest Corvette you can. And it's fun. It's fun. Trust me, it doesn't get old. It's fun. I just love going on the highway going. Doesn't get old. You think like this whole thing where like there's a curve. There's a curve of like, oh, when you have the fast cars, it does. The supercharger whine doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. So like, if you're really like, I would just not buy the car. Not buy the car. Save up a little more, then get the better car. Yeah, go big and bang gears. I mean, come on, get the car you really want, or save up, or just keep doing what you're doing. Save up more money. Get the cycle to get rid, and then fucking get the car you want. You can still put payments on it. I mean, hopefully you don't have to go 6 or 7 years. Fuck that. But you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Pay the cost to be the boss. Pay the cost to be the boss. I think as long as the car is under like 140, you can swing it somehow. But SVJ or nothing. If that's your path, that's your path. Yeah. Like my first car ever was a Hellcat. I literally never owned a vehicle besides trucks. Like I own nothing but trucks, but those are just work vehicles. My first actual vehicle I ever bought myself, I bought myself a Hellcat. That's it. So that's what it is. You'd be surprised too. Like SUVs are like, as you get older too, have a fun car and then get an SUV. You're gonna need an SUV, even if you don't got kids or nothing like that. You might have hoes, hopefully. Blackest Hispanic I know, and I got some Hennessy somewhere around here. It's because you know why I started drinking Hennessy, because all the tequilas you drink anywhere. Like I used to remember when like Patron was good. You remember? I remember early 2000s. Remember when Patron used to be a good tequila? Casamigos is trash, by the way. All these tequilas are not 100% off, like agave. They're not. They're bullshit. They're all owned by Megacorp. They're horse shit. Like, here, let me show you. Let me put you onto a real.
I'm better than all of you, and I'm not tolerating anything broke this year. I'm not tolerating broke people, broke thoughts, broke responsibilities, or anything broke. I'll still eat cup noodles, but I will never be broke in the mind, and that's what matters. You people are broke in the mind, and I plan to be the very best. I will catch all the Pokemon, and I will drink all the Hennessy.
Yeah, Patron was what you bring to the party. Yeah, I still would drink Patron. Like, I'd still Patron all day over fucking Casamigos. I got so sick of everything I did in Miami. It was Casamigos. And I was just drinking like, ugh. Tasting like rubbing alcohol. It was not great. I might as well be drinking fucking vodka. At least the vodka's pure. I mean, it was that bad, bro. Like, oh my God, I'm so against that shit. Tesoro right here. Tesoro, this is a really good tequila. I think I drank this on stream last time. Extra añejo tequila, 100% puro agave. This is a good tequila. There's really good browns on here and stuff. You can find it, but this is a mezcal. Yeah, mezcal. If you're drinking mezcal, you're drinking mezcal. But like, that's a good. This is a good tequila. Certain Don Julio, regular Don Julio is okay, but like you have to go. I mean, go the higher end with the Don Julio, of course. Nothing 1800. No, 1800 is dog water. Oh, fuck, even smells sweet, man. I'm on a cut right now. I can't drink, but oh my God. Jesus Christ. I almost want to take a swig right now. Jesus. It tempted me, man. The Mexican in me almost did it. A shot for the nobody army? Yeah, I know, right? Fuck. Oh, look, another new all-time high. Oh, wait. Making me thirsty. All right. I'm going to test you guys right now. Mexican beer edition, right? All right. What's better, Corona or Modelo? I'm going to test you guys. And he's right. There we go. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Oh, shit. That's so funny. Coors Light. Modelo all day. If you have to choose. There's fucking, you want a bad hangover, Corona. They fucking, I mean, you have to choose. I mean, Pacifico's really good. I like Pacifico. Real talk, it's Pacifico. Absolutely. I like Pacifico. But, you know, Modelo's totally fine. That's a good beer. If you're going to drink, just drink a Modelo. And fuck Coronas. Coronas are horse shit. Corona? Dog, you fell for the Fast and Furious, bro. Victorias are all right. Victorias are okay. People saying the Coronitas taste different from the regular. Well, yeah, the Coronitas aren't they like the sugar-free model? Do you like the negative model? No, thank you, sir. Nah. I say anything that's too hoppy and shit is horseshit. If you like IPAs, I think you're gay. You need to reevaluate your. I will die on that hill.
Why is there a delay when transferring money electronically? Sometimes 5 days. Electricity is the speed of light, so shouldn't the money transfer instantly?
You are gay. Well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Wow. So gay. So gay.
Now, Estrellas, yeah, those are okay. Tecate, like the thing about Tecate and like these as well is, man, I knew some crazy alcoholics in Mexico, man. They were like, it's just, to me, that beer is always like, you were down bad in Mexico. Like I remember going to Mexico, and this is like when I was 15 or 16, seeing some of these guys drinking themselves to death. And it was like, that was the beer right before they started drinking rubbing alcohol. Like I remember I saw this dude. Hear me when I say this, okay? I remember seeing this dude put about a tenth. So they had a little bit of tequila left. A rubber tequila bottle. They had about half of it left. They put 10% in rubbing alcohol, and they started filling it up with water. Then they shook it up, and I saw them chug it. You know what, dude? One of my uncles died from that. Mexican uncle on my mom's side. Missed the guy so much. And I, to this day, believe he died from not following his dreams because of his wife or my auntie, which I love. But it was her being scared and dumb. And that was very good. He was a very kind, very good, honorable man. Never hit his children, always taking care of them, always working. He was a farmer. He owned tractors. I have nothing bad to say about my uncle. He was a great man. And I think deep down, just psychoanalyzing him and knowing him, he died of a broken heart for not following his dreams. And that is like really sad to say, but I truly feel in my heart and soul that's what it was. I am full Mexican. Absolutely. Yes. Conquistador Mexican. He wanted to go to America, and my auntie was afraid and didn't want to go and didn't want to leave my grandmother there. So like he got convinced not to go. He never went to America, and he stayed in Mexico and just died dirt fucking poor. And then died from alcoholism. His dream was to go to America start his own business, and he wanted to have I think, I'm not sure, I think I talked to him. I'm going off of memories here from 11 to 8, so please like give me a little bit of rope here. You know, he wanted to do his own thing. You know, I mean he probably would have came over here, made more better money. I mean I think he still would have been drinking, but he wouldn't have died from his alcohol, basically. You know. Yeah, you should see the El Calderon, the new one, or the only one. I think there's one, right? I've seen it already. Ed Calderon's pretty cool about the cartels and shit. At least he had a farm. Well, yeah, he had a farm, but like you couldn't, because of U.S. subsidies to corn and stuff. Because like our families were all corn farmers, of basically a milpa, and we had cattle and stuff. The cattle lasted a while, but like the meat, basically corn became just like you wouldn't make money on it. You would just basically break even or lose money. And all the subsidies given to like the U.S. farmers that happened during this. That's why, if you want to know why all the immigration happened to the United States, why it ramped up in the 70s. So like the first part of it was they recruited a ton of guys to work on the Alaska pipeline. A lot of them were Hispanic. Of course, American as well, but there was a shortage of labor. So they passed special provisions for people for Mexico to go work on the Alaska pipeline. That's how my grandfather got his papers originally. He worked on the Alaska pipeline. Then Ronald Reagan had passed special ordinances and stuff in order, because the American farmers didn't have enough labor and stuff to bring in the harvest and stuff. So that's, I mean, basically, tons of people were, spending 6 to 8 months in America, coming back to Mexico for 4 months and going back for the season. That was, and it was because America wanted that. And also America passed a ton of subsidies to the farmers that basically crushed Mexico, essentially. And then a lot of the subsidies that happened for corn farming and all the other agricultural things, which I believe was totally on purpose, crushed the markets in Mexico, caused unbelievable, poorness and famine within Mexico, and then from there got all those people to so the whole thing about Mexicans came over here, they're crossing illegally, dog. And I'm saying this as a Mexican, it was truly I think fabricated on purpose, absolutely, with a straight face. Now after a certain point in time, the people were coming over, I would say from the 2000s was mostly for labor shortages that were happening in the real estate market. Yeah, definitely on purpose. They get mad about it. That was totally, it was the farmers. It was Republicans. Republicans brought the Mexicans over. And anyway, Mexicans pretend they're Democrat, but they're fucking Republican as fuck. Even the Democrats in Mexico were Republican. It's just, we're like different spectrum. Either you're light right or right in Mexico. It's just uncomfortable truths. People don't want to know, but that's the truth. And then two, when did the U.S. birth rate start slowing down? The 70s, contraception. Well, actually, technically the 60s, but when a lot of the people who run the insurance companies also know the birth toll and the death toll. These are the people, the bean counters that talk to the government in terms of finances. I believe that there was a push to bring immigration into the United States because we saw it first here in the States, and we saw what was going on in Japan because Japan started going through it the earliest. The United States started bringing immigrants in to basically stop the decline from happening as quickly. Ed was talking about that today. Was he really? Oh, well, pretty cool. I'll literally check it after here. That's pretty cool. A lot here's the reason why the immigration from Mexico worked really well is because most Mexicans are Catholic, have Puritan backgrounds in terms of hard work. Most were farmers, so that whole farmer sort of cowboy sort of that hits really good, especially. And then most of the immigration happened on the West Coast, which was already sparse. You have to understand, especially from the 70s, the population of America in the West Coast was very small. East Coast was very heavy, so there was a lot of space out there. There was a lot of farms. The Mexicans had already been there already. From the Mexican Empire to it was Spanish, then Mexican, then American. There had always been Mexicans there. So it's people that are already there already. On top of that, it was already Catholic, Christian. It's all the same shit essentially, right? So the religions matched pretty well, even though okay, maybe I'm Christian and they're Catholic, but like more or less we're following the same rules. So this is the reason why the immigration for Mexicans worked so well into there, because also you also were getting the best of the best coming over in terms of you got the entrepreneurial ones that wanted to come over because like you had to like leave your hometown to go work. Will you do it? I will. So you already got the guys with higher testosterone and more risk taking that said, fuck it, I will do it. So you started getting guys who are more willing. Now, were they educated? Absolutely not. You know. And I'm not claiming, and then of course, like, doesn't say there's no hiccups and there's like retard Mexicans. There's tons of retard Mexicans. But yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I love my culture. Mexico needs. Yeah, I know, it's sad. The Indians are replacing Mexicans in California by everything. When only if the tech stuff, the Indians don't want to do any hard labor. Indians only want to do fucking tech jobs or healthcare jobs, or they're a part of the fucking Indian fucking like hotel mafia. Also, another thing too, why the Indian side's also hitting us because our religions are different. Like America's always been a Christian nation, so Catholicism, like that's why, like over time, even the like from the reason that over time, like besides being white or whatever, right? Or what? I mean, they didn't consider them white. They didn't consider the Irish white. They didn't consider Italians white, but all the religions meshed really well, basically. Filipinos got nursing on lock. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Well, there's everywhere. So what you're saying is Filipinos are whores. So you have some hookers and you have some nurses on two slides, and Pam's like they're the same picture. Did I see the famous singer from North? No, I didn't know that. Wow. I love Filipinos or Asian Latinos. Yes, they are. Filipinos are. I mean, I would consider Filipinos like an off branch of Mexican, basically, because the Spanish were there. So, like, the reason like the Filipinos and Mexicans get along so well is because we have some of the same blood. Like they're the Mexicans or the beaners of the fucking of the Asian world. That's just because of. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's because of the Portuguese, mostly Spanish influence, but there was some Portuguese in there. They killed him for playing at a concert. Why don't they just listen and sing? I don't know, man. It's crazy. Yeah. The Filipinos. Yeah. It's crazy, man. I've seen some Filipino chicks and dudes that look so Mexican. It's fucking crazy. But the one thing they caught really badly, and I feel so bad for my Filipino brothers, man. God damn, they're short. Man, dog. If you ever met, like, I remember being in high school, meeting anyone that was like any Filipino guy. I think of one guy who was like 5'10", and he was like the tallest motherfucker on the planet. Paid the cost to be the boss. Where we at? Not bad. All right, let's go to some other stuff. Let's see what we're doing right now. Interesting. It'd be so cool if in the bear market, the pulse sack, this went up to like 280 million or something, like 280,000 or something like that. That'd be so cool. Just every cycle, a good trade, and then it just keeps growing. That'd be so tits. Have you met Ryan Pineda? If yes, is he tall? Ryan Pineda, what is that? Who is that guy? That sounds so familiar. The Spanish brought indigenous Mexicans to the Philippines to overthrow the Muslims. That was a good move. I'll say this about the Spanish, man. In that conquistador game, they're undefeated. They were pretty good. Holding the empire was tough, but like it's because a lot of their history too. They have a lot of weird like incest shit that was kind of weird and like with them with that whole thing. But yeah, the real estate guy. I've never met him in person, no. I'd like to though. I mean, I wouldn't doubt one day I have a stream with the guy. Probably a very cool guy. Oh my god, dude! YouTube, dude. Twitter's undefeated, man. First thing I go look back here. Look, this is the this is your vice president. Damn, dog, that's fucked. Yeah, but people only give a fuck once you're popping. If you're really popping. No, I think our vice president's family is very nice. Like he did it right. He married a beautiful Indian woman, and he has nice kids and shit. There's people just hating, bro. Like I mean, you can like let's be the truth. Like everyone forgives you rating. Like I don't know. In this day and age, it's okay to date whoever you want to date and impregnate whoever you want to impregnate. As long as you're impregnating a woman, right? Because everyone's that get pregnant, right? As long as you're fucking out here making kids, dog, hell yeah. But people let it go if your kids are good looking. Your kids are good looking. People just hating, bro. That's the only thing I hate about what's going like all these white boys pretending that they wouldn't have their fucking tongue up the fucking ass of some Latina chick, some illegal Latina chick are like deeply lying to themselves, doing coke off their assholes. Like you think, like dog, come on, so how many? Remember back when like the race thing was way more bigger and stuff in the 90s and shit? How many of these white KKK guys were fucking black women? I mean, darker than Wesley Snipe women. A lot. You tell me right now. Let's say she's Latina right now, and this is a white boy hating on Twitter. You telling me she put some coke on her tits? You ain't motorboating that shit. I'm tired of these lies. I'm tired of these lies, man. Hot bitches are undefeated, bro. Like it's enough with the racism. Enough. I can see the biggest Jew hater ever, and if there's some pretty ass Jewish chick with fucking fat ass tits. You be sucking on them tits. That shit would make. Can you imagine? No, shout out to my boy Myron. Can you imagine his next girlfriend's like Jewish or some shit? That'd be funny as fuck. But the juice thing and stuff like that. I mean, it is like God. It is getting not old. I'm not saying old, but I'm saying it's like goddamn. It is kind of like crazy when you look at it. It's like fuck, man. It's like damn. They're up to some slimy shit, for sure. I'm not saying that, but like it's kind of the same. The way it always works out is it's like me when I say I fucking hate the French. I mean the government or the power structure. I love the French people, right? I bet you if I went to France, I'd make a bunch of friends in France and stuff. A bunch of my ha. But like. A lot of these fucking people are fucking like a lot of the people in the government and the kind of the wokies, these left-leaning wokies in France are fucking poison. Yeah, Katash Patel's honeypot. Yeah. No, I've heard the whole stories, but I'm just talking about looks and stuff and everything like that for sure. But yeah. No, not really. But like, here's the problem: is like, why is it, like? Here's the problem: is like, effectively, Europe couldn't import Mexicans or couldn't import like the immigrants they wanted, so they had to get them from Africa. And the thing is the religion and the cultures didn't mesh that well, and also they're really bad. I mean, these countries weren't really good at immigrating anyway, really. So like that's why like the whole thing, and two, the stark difference is pretty crazy. On top of that, so that's kind of why the immigration that they needed to do to keep their population up kind of backfired on them. That's why a lot of people are getting so mad in France. It's like because it's like, oh my god, it's like fucking it's all like brown and it's all fucking like Middle Eastern and black people in France and shit, and that's why people are mad. And also because the cultures don't mesh that well, and that's what's going on there, You can bust Latino. What? Yeah. I mean, that's true though. Yeah, if you bust a nut in a, let's just say your girl's like a Latina, like light skinned Latina or some shit. If you're a white dude, you're gonna have white baby. You are. All right, Agent Wade, man. Hey Miguel, can you give me some price targets for Velo Finance? I'm looking to throw some money at it right now. I'm not sure if it's potential. Thank you so much for it. Yeah, sure, of course. Give me 1 second. Velo. All right. So we got Velodrome right here. Let's look at the all-time high. What's that like? I can't tell for the stupid chart. 40-cent all-time high. 20 cents. Well, it's at least going to get back to 27 cents or so, probably 40 cents with Ethereum pumping up high, but it's just it's not a bad price to buy it. But the thing is like it's OP has just become irrelevant. Effectively, the L2s, even Arbitrum has become irrelevant, basically. So you need Ethereum to really run hard. They will run, obviously, base protocol with Aerodrome is doing well, but it's kind of like that's the only place to. That's the only. It's an L2, but it's Coinbase aligned. There's money backing it, so obviously it's going to move first. This is kind of like a redheaded stepchild, but it will pump. But you need Ethereum to go above $5,200 and stay above there and pump good, and then we can kind of retest back up to 27 cents. So there's some value play here. Like, I mean, you're kind of investing like a man right now. You are taking a risk, but you are buying more of a forgotten asset because it's on OP basically. Yeah. I think, I mean, really, if I'm being for real, like OP and Arbitrum have lost the plot. They've lost it. The L2s, other than base protocol, have lost it to Ethereum. Pablo Hexabar. Is PGC still a good buy? Yes. It definitely is. Pay the cost to be the boss. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's a really decent price right now. As long as you're buying below 200 million, of course, there's a 5% tax. So you're buying close to a little low right here. Obviously, it's not down here anymore, right? It 3x from there. What is that? April, June? Yeah, June. What was it in April? 2.6, kind of a retest here. Yeah. I think we're obviously heading up right now. So this is not a terrible place to buy right now. Obviously, I don't want you guys to be buying above 200 million market cap for the X's, but yeah, there is 5% tax. So you have to let your slippage to like 5% in order to purchase on and stuff right now. But yeah, it's a good coin. We got UFO with the $5 super chat. Moon Math on my portfolio. ETH, Sol, S, Sui. Is there anything I should add or focus on more? Let me look here. I would probably say, man, I mean, choose between Doge or Pepe and then just concentrate the money a little bit. That's the one thing I'd probably tell you right there, UFO. But that way it simplifies the portfolio. It's much more clear cut, and you have one less thing to DCA into, basically. So you got to make the big decision: you want Pepe or you want Doge? You want to be safer? Do Doge. You want a little more risky? You would go Pepe, and then lean that way. I mean, Cardano will do good. Sui's going to do good. S will do good. I mean, you're following the SSS portfolio to a T, and you got some Ethereum. You're going to do very well with this portfolio. Obviously, I'm going off of current values right now, so I'm like 15, 3,000. 5,007, 9.5. Okay, 9.5, 10. So you had $17,000 portfolio. I mean, it's at least going to go to like 60 grand. The big X factors are really going to be like, it's really going to be like S token and Sui. The Sol, I more or less know how many X's that's going to do right now. So is the Ethereum, right? And your Doge can go pretty high as well and stuff. But you're looking at about like a 3.5 to like a a 7x basically. S being the one that the big X factor. If you can get back to an all-time high, if you can get to like $3, you know, that's a 10x right there. That's 20 grand. So like you're looking at somewhere like 60 to like 100 grand. Obviously, this is not adding more money into it. If you're adding more money, then maybe it goes even higher than that, right? Also, if Ethereum can break above $14,000, then these numbers are a little off and they can go higher than that. But that's kind of what I'm roughly looking at. Good job, dude. Rico Logic with the $6 European. See if I missed anything. Okay, I put money into Punke. Nero, the one that went to $1 billion. Could you pull the charts and tell me your thoughts on these coins? Sure, Punke Monkey. Punke. Oh. Sure. Well, if you look here, right, it was $1 to 11 cents right now, so it's down about 89% right now. It's just kind of not that it's bleeding out. I mean, it already did the big bleed out already, but it's effectively just stuck in this range. It's very low right now in price. Obviously, it's at a 2x from its all-time low of like 6 cents. But I think right here is just accumulating right now, and it's going to start going up. But, you know, you need a $220 Solana. We're about like $20 away. In terms of short term, I would love to see it getting back up to let's see. Oh, I was going to say 40, but yeah, maybe 30 to 40 cents is the next big ass run up at most for this, which can happen very quickly when they do these moves. Like look at this right here. When it was at 6 cents, went up to 21. So that's about a 4x basically. So you can get like those kind of moves, like a 4x, 3x type move very quickly in Ponke. You just got to take profits because people take profits aggressively. If we break above like $350, $330 on Solana, then we can retest up here to 60 cents or so. And then we basically have to break new all-time highs and go much higher for legacy coins. I used to go up high, but like you were able to make some quick money and trade out. Like I've been able, if I see a dramatic move on Ponke, I'll take some profits in USDC. And when it dips down right back, back up the truck, rebuy back in, or maybe move capital around back into Solar or something like that. But like, I do believe it will get above $1. I mean, it would have rugged already by now if it didn't have that much faith in it. In terms of Nero, I'm surprised you're in Nero actually, but yeah, give me 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, this will just be much higher. Yeah, this one looks a little more rougher. Yeah, I mean, damn. To me, this one looks a lot more rougher and stuff like that. It will pump when Solana kind of goes back up, but like it's kind of been forgotten a little bit. I think Bert's taken a little bit of its flame away, and Bonk essentially won the run of that money and stuff. So I think it will get a pity pump, but yeah, it's been a while. But it could make I mean, this is where you can make a lot of money though. I mean, like this, if you want to take a shot on it, I think you can make some money on this, but it's $1 million market cap token. It's been a very high price in the past, but like it's been just bleeding out dead for a while, especially how high it went in price. Jetting. Since this just started, would you wait to take profits on nobody until later in the cycle, or how high do you think you can go in the cycle? I mean, I think at the very least it can reach like $300 million, maybe higher than that on something like a nobody. It's at $77 million right now. It's very close to its all-time. It's basically at its all-time high right now. It's all about psychological levels. I think 80 million, and then from there, 100 million are going to be the big testing points. If we can you could probably take a little bit of profit. I would shave off a little bit, like maybe 10-15% of your coin profits on nobody right now. And I think you're safe to do that right now because we're at an all-time high. It's just green candle. And I think that's smart right now. I wouldn't go too dramatically right now, but and then if it goes back, let's just say it just goes back down to here, resistance or whatever, you just buy back in and you got a little bit extra. But 15% sell off or 10% sell off, I think it's fine if you want to take some profits, because it's close to that first resistance zone. Because there is no resistance. They're like, what is there? I mean, it's all psychological. So it's going to be about an 80 million market cap, or when this thing reaches 90 or whatever, which will be like 82, 3, whatever the fuck it is, rounding error on the price and stuff like that. So like it could be 90, it could be, or maybe when this thing that's 100, that could be like that could be like 93 million market cap. They're either going to go off this price hitting the next one, or this hitting 100 million or 80 million. So like taking a little profit here is not terrible, because when it makes these all-time highs, right, and it takes a short-term dip, how big of a dip is that? So let's say that's 6 cents as an example, 3 cents, 50% drop. But let's go to the bottom. I'm not even going to go to the wick. I'm going to the bottom right here, right? 2. So this dropped about 66% down. So let's just say this hits about like 90 as an example. 66% down would be where? Basically here. It stops somewhere between here to here to 30. And then you buy back in. You're buying quite a lot of extra coins. Oh, was that the wrong Nero? Was it really? Which one was it? Was it this one, the Ethereum one? Yeah, this is a little better. Let me see if it's showing the chart here. 1 second. There's a little bit more life on this one. So obviously down here around this time, we're talking about a $1,400 Ethereum. It came up here, a bit of a recovery to 3,000 some change. It gave us roughly like a 3x, maybe almost a 3.5x increase. Came down and bleeding up. We hit that new all-time high on, the new local high on Ethereum recently. It could do well. It could do well. But you need Ethereum to stay above $5,200, 6,000, 8,000, and then maybe it can recover up to here at most. So good. There's some X's there. There's some X's there, but this is not a main player. I mean, you're in a real like sort of shitty one, right? So like, but it's it's down a little bit right now. So this is not the worst time to be buying it. Obviously, of course, April is where you wanted to buy it when it was really dick in the dirt. But this is the second best time. Yeah. Pays the cost to be. I hope you guys listen to what I said on Nobody. Wink, wink. Pays the cost to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. All right, next super chat. Thoughts on Turbo? Honestly, I mean, if I between I'd rather have Bonk than Turbo all day. I mean, I mean, they're all meme coins at the end of the day, but I think there's some people putting some big money on Bonk that I've seen in terms of like leverage ETFs and stuff. Turtle, forgot the name of the company. I think it's Turtle Finances or whatever. So like, I think Bonk's got a little bit more legs just because of shenanigans. I don't really see people talking about Turbo very often. But hey, Solana does good. It will get a pity pump. It will. Myron Jr., what's up, G? Predictions on the Pulse ecosystem we want to know. I think it's going to do well. They're going to be shipping out a lot of the advertisements. There's going to be some hype event about it and stuff like that. So we can get a nice little local high on Pulse Chain. So obviously it was really dick in the dirt over here, right? Where is it telling you guys to buy? Buy. But right now it's at 51, half of SAC. So yeah, worst case, I mean, maybe the hype brings us back up to the year. I mean, I'd hope we could at least get to SAC, which would be over here. We haven't been to SAC since fucking like April of 9th of 2024. So it's really only a two. We got about it. We got about a, I don't know, roughly a, I would call that something like a 80% move up. We can move 80% up on Pulse Chain, or a 2x. Hopefully we can go higher, 140, maybe like a little higher than that, maybe like get up 2 times sub SAC. But that's asking. I mean, we haven't sustained that for a long time. So really, like the big points is we getting anywhere near here, like 80 to like SAC. You know, big zone right there. Short term. Pay the cost to be the boss. Ken Rose with $10 super chat. Greetings, Miguel. When you were operating your landscape business, did you start off just mowing lawns? How far do you think Pepe will pump between now and the end of the year? It was like property cleanups initially. So it was like, yeah, I was just cleaning up trash, leaves, mowing the lawns if they had it and stuff. But like most of the properties I had back then all had lawns. So yeah, lawn was like 50% of the work, and then a little bit of like bushes and like leaves and like you have to clean with the leaf blower and stuff. How far do you think Pepe will pump between now and the end of the year? I believe it's probably going to hit about 22 billion market cap before the end of the year. I think things can get pretty spicy and stuff for it. A kind of a shitty top would be, it just goes back up to 11.2 billion, which is like a 2.2x from now. But still, that's pretty good. But like, if I see weakness and it's kind of like having trouble, then I'll take some significant profits. With the cash out course, we got Benjamin. What's going on, brother? With the $10 super chat, Miguel, what's your take on AVAX about the hype last year at $35? It's still good, but you're gonna have to probably lower your cost average, of course. GameFi's going over there. There's a lot of AI projects kind of playing around with that as well. Let me 1 second. It's at $25 right now. So let's look at the last year, right? $50, $15. It's like $10 up from its all-time low right now so far this year. So it's not up at 2x right now. So you're still buying in value right now. Obviously, if you buy here, the local high is 2x. So like, I mean, let's look so far. So like so far the highest has been like $58. So just breaking that $58 zone. I mean, this thing popped up to like, I think it was at 140. So if that's the case, and let's just say like guesstimation $25 average price for 6x to get to its all-time high, that's doable. But you got to really like the project, and that's got to be your thing, What would be a better AVAX? Ondo will go up, but like L1s are a little bit more easier to predict than like something like Ondo, if I'm being honest. With a better macro sentiment, you think you can see Pulse 6/10 of a penny is totally possible. That's not impossible, especially with the bind burn it has. Absolutely, but you need Pulse Chain to be above a 1/10 of a penny too. But thank you so much. Almighty Hexagon with the $10 super chat. What do you think of the effect of Richard Hart's email marketing will have? Do you feel the 6 million bridge into 13 watts recently? Yeah, so I think it will have a positive effect. It's like, even if people are talking shit about Hex, at least they're talking about it in Pulse Chain. And I think there's going to be money flowing in from probably the OA pumping the price, and as well as like new money coming in. So I do believe the price will go up. I really do. Thoughts on Sushi Swap? No. I don't think that's a good token. That's like such a 2017 token. It's kind of a utility token. I mean, if you're going to buy Sushi, you might as well just buy Uniswap, basically. But all these coins will pump when it's the same thing. If the L1 does good, everything else does good. But they may not do as good as something else. Something might just 2x it or 3x it more, you know. So unless you know something, you know they're going to do some big moves or like then share the alpha or something like that, then maybe. But like, I don't know. Ricky Romero, centrifuge, bullish on this RWA. Ricky always coming out with these rando coins. Okay, I got you. 1 second. Let me check my thing. Pay the cost to be the boss. Pay the cost to be the boss. Let me see if I can find it. Fuck. Is this it right here? Let me know in the chat. This is true. As soon as Sui announces anything about Pokemon, it'll explode. That is very true. So that's one of the nice little things about Sui is that they got that Pokemon on deck. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. Thank you, Romero. But yeah, 2007, man, absolutely correct. Yeah, Sui and Pokemon are going to have something collab, and that's going to be huge for Sui. Let me go back to the centrifuge. All right, basically $200 million market cap. Most of its supplies out. That's good. How old is this coin? May of this year. That's not too bad. 20 cents. Just getting started. Etherscan. Oh shit! Sorry, click the Etherscan. The project looks good to me right now. This is a good RWA. I mean, but this name right here, I'm as I say this, and you see this last name, dog. Centrifuge Contributors, Chief Executive Officer, CFO, the CEO. Bahi Illuminati. Excuse me? What? Huh? CEO. Wait. It's a chick with an Indian first name, essentially. Last name Illuminati. Hold up. What? What?
Just put in 30% of your entire portfolio into this meme coin, which is pretty much held by snipers.
Who are the snipers? Go get the snipers. Go arrest the snipers.
We don't know who they are, but they're dumping on you. Do you want to sell here, Mr. Expert, or what should we do?
What? I don't even know how to sell. I've never sold in my life.
Well, what we can do is we can monitor what the whales are doing.
What the?
If the whales are selling...
Now there's whales involved. What the hell are you talking about? Can you guys speak to me a bit on English?
Okay, so we have influencers, insiders, whales, snipers.
Well, all right. Let's see. Co-founder Martin Quincell, Ed Cohen. So there's a lot of Jewish and Indian in here, basically. Product optimization, Girmendo Perez, Jay Danzer, Christy Chapman, marketing. I am worried about the girl being the head of marketing, though. But besides that, see Jacob, back head of finance, dorky glasses, receding hairline, gives a lot of confidence. Chief operating officer is basically some guy from Germany and stuff. Efficiency. Seems pretty good. Yeah, it's just like there's two chicks running the head of marketing. You have Maria, essentially, Yansenko. So she's some Russian chick, basically, or Ukrainian. And then you have Christy Chapman, director of marketing and head of marketing. So like wait, there's a director of marketing and there's a head of marketing. Huh. Okay. Graham Nelson, product manager. Looks like Nansom. So you have product manager and you have product designer, Brian Carter. I mean, it's going to do well. I mean, obviously, the teams are always just funny to look at. I'm just making little jokes and stuff, but I love how they have the German guy basically running running the tight ship and shit. I think that's funny. Of course, you got the Jewish guy Conan right here as the chief legal officer. But I gotta learn more about this chick, dog. Let me see. K Factory. Let's see. A lot of Switzerland on the team as well. Huh. All right, let's go here. Very little information. I mean, besides that, if we just go back to Centrifuge here, the main, $1.1 billion in total assets refund. It's doing pretty good. The token, at least token wise, the token hasn't pumped too much, so I think you're all good basically. But this is kind of a token that goes to complete shit as soon as the bull market's like getting close to done, basically. 20, so it's done. It's only up. It's only up about 50%. I'd have to do a little more research in terms of like where money's going around and stuff. But this is not a terrible RWA, and we'll just have to see. I'm actually more intrigued how much Jewish people are on the team for me to think how good this is going to do. Fuck, man. I'm sick in the head, man.
Jewish niggas. What's up, nigga? Did I tell you last time you come around here, I'm gonna fuck you up? Now I'm finna get my Jewish niggas. We gonna stab your neck with my bristle knife. We gonna fuck you up, take your money, take your bitches. Shit, better back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up off top, nigga.
Yeah, so it went to 250 last cycle as well. That's good. So yeah, because I was like very surprised about the circulating supply. That was a big tell that I was like much more mature, or they just decided just to launch all the coins out and stuff. Been interesting, man. Thank you, man. This is a good find, man. We'll definitely add Centrifuge. I got to do a little bit more research first into it, but like so far, I mean, I think it's gonna hit. It's cheap enough too. I mean, the next stop $1 billion basically. They always hit $1 billion and struggle from there. Okay, Hollow Mask. When does a yield on PHEX go back up? Was when the price goes up. The price has to go up. That'll increase the APR on the yield, and then people will start staking more, and that'll bring it down. It's always when the price is really high. Everyone's like, I want to stake now. You know, you stake when the price is dirt cheap, and you can stake the most out for the longest. Also, the OA could just emergency unstake a bunch of hex. That'll get rid of like stuff in the pool. That'll get rid of that burnt T shares up, and then that'll give a bunch of yield to people who are currently staked. You give your thoughts on Psy. Honestly, I don't have much to say about it really. Like I really, it has not really like done much really. It was more of a play. I mean, I think in 24 it did pretty good, right? Like, let me look. In 23 actually, had 12 cents. Moved up pretty well, like it flew pretty high to $1. Came down to like 25 cents. It's just kind of been like losing interest over time. Like it came out with a bang, bam, to $1, came down. Here it should have at least gone back up at least 80, like much higher, or at least broke a new all-time high, then came down hard. But like, so hopefully it can get back to 70 cents. But like, man, we have to have a huge run in this. I think in 26 is where this does really well. So maybe like if you're long-term holding it and stuff, like down here at 14 cents, it's pretty like, it's kind of nice here. Again, you're kind of resetting right here, but you're buying a little higher here. But you're still locking in a 3-banger at least or higher. Yeah. What's up, Maddie? Hidden gem though. Yeah. No, it looks good. Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for the thing, dude. I'm gonna look into it. That Illuminati Jew shit fucking took me out though, man. That's fucking crazy. I'll take a 3-banger all day. That's right. Any thoughts on Kronos by the end of the year? Let me look real quick. Crow token. I'm a fan of Crow token. Crow is going to have an ETF. They're part of the Trump mafia, effectively. 80-cent all-time high last year, right? So where was I telling you guys to buy? Where I was telling you guys to buy. So obviously it's a little higher now. We were about a 2x right now from its low, like the most recent lows over here. I believe it will go to $1 and higher. This when the normies come in. It is a large market cap coin. There's a lot of the main use for the token is basically locking it up to basically get. Right now, it'd basically be a really decent idea to basically get this token. Do not lock up the token, but what people do, they'll lock up the token and lock up their Kronos token in order to get like cashback cards for crypto, which those cards really only make sense for people who are, they're really, you're spending a ton of money anyway, then maybe that 5% back in crypto is actually not bad because if you're spending it anyway, or because you're just a normal guy and you're like stretching like, fuck, I may spend $3,000. That's a big month for me. I spent $3,000. I think that 5% back's fucking dog shit for you. What is that, like $1.50? Like, I don't think that's worth it, right? And you lock up the whole thing is they're trying to get people to lock up tokens. The other thing too is that they have their ecosystem they can funnel into the Crow ecosystem to lock up supply, yield farm and stuff like that. I mean, obviously it's just kind of its own little dumb casino, but yeah, the Chase Sapphire is pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, I like Kronos token, but I think it will go above $1, and it's part of the whole apparatus of the Trump side. Crypto.com is going to go public next year, so there's going to be some moves in Kronos, I believe, which is Crypto.com. Very good, as well as we, the Crow. I think they're going to be serially dumping. They're still holding to a large portion. Like I think Crypto.com is still the largest holder or one of the largest holders of Shiba Inu. I think as a cycle progresses and even shit like Shiba Inu goes up higher, I think it'd be very stupid for them not to dump 80% of that supply to make sure they have bankroll for themselves. So yeah. And a super chat from somebody from I think Mexico, right? Thank you, brother. Would putting 5K into Sui be a good idea right now? Yes. Yeah, I would. There's the whole Pokemon thing. Long term, I think Sui is going to be very well. It's a US based token. There's possible ETF listings in terms of a basket ETF, not its own ETF, but a basket ETF. I think Bluefin and I have to look. Let me look at the ecosystem for you guys. It's high risk. The ecosystem is still lacking a little bit, but there's money to be made sometimes doing that. Like right now, Deep's a really good coin on there. Let me see the other one. Bluefin, I think it's worth it. It's very low market cap, but I think it's worth putting some shekels in there. The wall token, I don't know much about, so I'm gonna leave that alone right now. That's about the only two real good projects. Besides that, I mean, there's some very low cap meme coins on here. Maybe see this, maybe. I don't know. There's the Lofi coin. Maybe put this on the weekly. Yeah, this has just been selling off. But this might be worth a little shot. I mean, it's a decent, it's an okay meme coin. It's had like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of down only. It's basically very close to like the April lows here. Well, not that close, but how high has this been? I mean, shit, that's an 8x if we can get to that. So if the week was, I mean, once it breaks all-time highs, maybe this will course correct. So buying a little of this little shitty ass meme coin might do okay. There's so few meme coins on here. I mean, that's why I've been so hesitant of saying anything, just because it's like it all looks like horse shit. Really, I have been disappointed how bad the ecosystem is on Sui. Like, but there's just corporate push for it, so it's going to do well. There's going to be a Pokemon the pores. That's a terrible coin to put into. There's going to be the whole Pokemon launch and stuff, so that'll bring a ton of fanfare. That's probably when some of the meme coins will do really well. So I think that 5K in Sui will be pretty good. Yeah. Cetus will come back still top decks though. Yeah. Let's look at Cetus, actually. I haven't looked at it in a minute. Let me look. Paid the cost to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. Where's Cetus at? Jesus. It's the right one. 10 months ago, yeah. Jesus. Well... You're buying at a good price right now. There's a 4-banger in here at least. You're buying at 10 cents. Basically, this starts taking off. It'll start going up a little bit once it gets near $4.50. Once it breaks the all-time high, that's when it'll fucking start trending up here. So yeah, basically, you buy Cetus, you buy Bluefin, the big four is Cetus, Bluefin, Blue Book, and Lofi. That's kind of the coins to buy in the ecosystem. 5K Sui or 5K Pepe. Ooh. And they're both safe bets right now. I don't know, man. The gains are actually pretty comparable right now, actually. It just depends if you do like 3K in Sui and then 2K into the like you put $500 into those 4 coins I've said, I think you'll make more X's on the Sui investment. But the thing is with the Pepe one, it'll do a nice move, but I'll be able to take profits and rebuy back in much more easier because the charting Pepe is a lot easier than on Sui, basically. Charlie was talking about how S should have made better relationships with Wall Street. Do you agree? They are. They just did. They're doing it right now with NASDAQ. But obviously, there's this whole thing about like they were shopping around where to put their headquarters in New York, Texas, and Florida, and Vegas. They chose New York apparently. So, but that is it. That is it for today's show, man. I thank you guys so much, man. Oh, some guy snuck it in, motherfucker. Project Glowstick with $10 super chat. I bought Ethereum. You told us about a year and a half ago. What price point should I start selling at? It always like we have this year and we have next year, right? So like this year, let's just say if we're really struggling, maybe 6K might be kind of like if that's all that's giving us and taking some profits at 6K, it'd probably go down to 4K and then you can rebuy back in at 4. But I think about 4,000 to 8,000 in the cards for Ethereum right now. So far, what I'm seeing so far this year with something because we got about like 3 months really left in there. And so about a 6 to 8K is the zone right now for Ethereum. So like in there is a decent place to take some profits. Hopefully it'll come down somewhere in the 4,000 range. You buy back in, and then we re-up and go up again. And let's do it. W stream, you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for joining me, man. And yeah, man, let the money change.
I'm better than all of you, and I'm not tolerating anything broke this year. I'm not tolerating broke people, broke thoughts, broke responsibilities, or anything broke. I'll still eat cup noodles, but I will never be broke in the mind, and that's what matters. You people are broke in the mind, and I plan to be the very best. I will catch all the Pokemon and I will drink all the Hennessy.
Imagine selling now. Honestly, man. Fucking imagine it. Looking at your fucking kids in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm real sorry, my youths. Daddy fucking went and got a sex change. You know what I mean? No more big dick. Daddy got a fat pussy now, cause you're a fucking weakling. Fuck that, man. I can't look my children in the eyes knowing that daddy fucking sold on dumps. On fucking dumps, man. You fucking idiots. Who the fuck is selling? I don't know anyone selling. My team ain't selling. I know bag hunters ain't fucking selling. Gem hunters ain't selling. So who the fuck is selling? Michael Saylor buying. Grayscale buying. Elon Musk on the Tesla cash flow fund is buying. So who the fuck is selling? I tell you who's selling. Little weak-hand pussios that didn't even fucking want to be in this game anyway. Didn't understand it. I'm in it for the tech. Fuck off.